Hi friends, I am Suparadi. This video is regarding Company Communicator version 3 application functionality. So in different video, I mentioned I shown how to deploy this particular application, and this video is to go through the functionality of this version 3 Company Communicator application. So I navigated to the Teams channel and opened this particular application tab. And by default, it will not show any messages because I haven't created any messages yet. And clicking on new message, it opens the pop-up task module to enter the details. So for example, here, welcome to company communicator. What? So this is the title which you want to send as a communications to your users. This bot will send all organization notifications. So whatever the message you want to send, actually, you can draft in this section, and you if you want to give any particular URLs for uh, in this notification, right? You can give actually the image URL. Image URL should have some specific restrictions, like it should not have 1024 by 1024, more than that, because adaptive cards will have some limits about it. And the URL should be publicly accessible. It can be uploaded to SharePoint, and you can share that SharePoint image URL in this one. But that SharePoint user should have also have access to that particular image path. That is the one part related to image URL, and a summary. If you, whatever the information you want to send as part of communication, you can add it here. And the other information, if it is a HR department, or if you want to give particular username, you can mention that. And if you want to give any buttons here, right? For example, policies. Click here to see the policies. Any button, actually, whatever you want to send as a button is for this adaptive code, right? You can give it here, and you can give the specific URL. I don't have any specific thing, this is specific URL, so I'm giving this just google.com. So the adaptive code will be sent to the users in this specific format, so this will be shown as a preview. And if you give the image here, and the particular image also will be shown here, and click on next. So the message drafting is completed, so you can click on next, and you need to select to whom you need to send this message. So for example, the first option, send to general channel of specific teams. So now the bot is installed for only one channel, that is to others channel, right? That's the reason I'm seeing only this option here. But if the bot is installed for example 100, 200 teams channels, then all those things will be displayed here, and you can search out of it, and you can select the particular teams channel, and you can send that notification to this particular channel. So maybe I will show one by one all these four options, so that you will get to know what exactly how this functionality is working, right? So first option, I'm selecting this particular Teams channel, I'm selecting, and saving as a draft. I don't have send option directly to send from there, but I can save as a draft, and that message will be shown here. And if you see this three dots, right, you will see this options, like whether you want to see this preview in your channel before sending to users or anybody. You can preview that, so that it will be shown under your channel, and you can see that. And if you want to edit it, you can click on edit again, that first page wherever you drafted the message, right? So the same page will be reopened, so that if you want to update it anything, you can update it. And the duplicate means it will just copy that. So for example, duplicate means it will just create another instance of the message by just appending some copy at the end. And if you want to delete it, you can delete it. If you want to send it, you can directly click on send, but it actually opens the task module with the same details, the preview of the card, and to whom you are sending. So the recipient details, you will see it here. So I'm just clicking on send, so that you actually see where this particular message will be sent. And you are seeing it here, right? In the center, the sent messages, the message will be moved, and it is showing the status here, and to how many recipients it is succeeded, how many recipients it failed, and when it's sent completed. And you will see different details like whether you want to view the status or you want to copy again duplicate message. If you click on duplicate it, again one message will be saved under draft messages. So now it is showing sending as a 0 of 1, but I'm seeing this bold, that means I received the message already, but it will actually refresh the status in every 30 seconds. So you will see that status has succeeded after 30 seconds, or you need to refresh the page, and it is showing as a success one message, one Teams channel, the message was sent. So if you go to general channel, you will see that message, welcome to company communicator bot message with author value and button. So this is the sending Teams channel. In this way, you don't, even the bot is not in, if the bot is installed for the particular Teams channels, right? The Teams channels will be listed in this app, and you will be able to send to different teams. That is the one way. And if you go to, I just duplicated that message, right? So copy one, maybe I will mention as a copy one, and I will just use the same message, and I don't want to send for general channel of specific teams, but I want to use the second option, sending chat to members of the following teams. The same channels, team channels will be displayed here, but actually it will not send to team channel, but instead of that, it will send to individual members of the particular channel. So for example, here in this channel I have only two members. So let me see how that message will be sent, and clicking on send. Let's wait to page loads. I click on send. So I'm using the second option now, and again that message is uh, copied to under the sent messages. So let's wait for a few seconds to complete the operation. It is showing like sending 0 of two members, right? Two members are part of this particular channel, so it is trying to send the message to those teams members, two members. I already received the notification here. See, I'm getting success for one user and a failed for one user. So if I come to this particular user, so let me see. So this is the one-to-one message. This is not sending to Teams channel. Instead of that, I receive one-to-one message for the particular user. And bot is already installed, and the message is sending. And I'm not able to send the message to second user. It could be because of some other failures. And you can see the details like to how many users is sent, because I actually didn't open the Teams for second user yet. So that's the reason it's not. It's like the license might not be assigned, so it could be because of that issue, and that is the failure reason for this second user, but successfully sent for one user. And how much duration, completed time, starting time, you will see all the details, and also having export details. But I will come to this part. Let me just go to duplicate. Let me just use the copy to. I will choose the third option now. How it will be sent. Copy to. I'm just changing the subject, nothing else. I'm clicking on next. Send in chart to everyone. Send in chart to everyone means, for example, if you install this particular company communicator bot to all the users in your organization, then this application also send notification to everybody in your teams. So whenever they want to send communication to entire organization, you can choose this option, send in chart to everyone. So you can click on save, and then send it. Send. So again, it is coming into sent messages, and it will actually send messages to, again it will send to only one, because in this tile tenant I have only one user actually. Other user is having the license issue, so the copy to messages are actually sent. But in the same in your organization, if it is having thousands of users, it may take a bit time, but it will be queued and it will be sent as a batches. So you will be able to see the status here to how many sent, and the latest status also you will be able to see it here. It's this is to send a notification to everyone in the organization. So the now the last option P3. Now the last option is sending a chart to M365 groups, distribution groups, or security groups. So for example, if you want to send notification to one department like IT, or if you want to send only communication to finance group, and if you want to send to any accounts group, and they have some specific M365 group or Office 365 group, like a distribution group or security groups. So you can select those groups. For example, here I am selecting finance group. I can search for that group, I can select it, and if I can even send multiple groups, for example, accounts group, I can select multiple distribution groups here and then clicking on save. But I want to send it only to the finance group now, so clicking on save as draft. So this is saved, and again clicking on send. So all the members of this particular group, right? So they will get these messages. So that is about the last option, but you can refer what type of groups you can send and everything, right? So you can go to the admin.microsoft.com admin portal, office admin portal. You can navigate to groups under active groups. You can see the details here. So for example, accounts group is a distribution list, and the finance group is the security group which I created. In the same way, you can create another groups like a mail enabled security group or M365 group. So you will be able to send notification to all those four different type of groups. uh, you can check it here and then search for that groups under teams and then send notification to them. That is the overall functionality wise, that's it. And let me go to the view status, and you can also check on export detailed results. This is actually featured in the version 3, and you can click on it, export detailed results, so that your export is required queued, right? So it actually exports the logs of this particular communication, and it sends message to the user, like whoever requested, right? They will get notification about that, and will be able to see that particular notification. So for example, this is the message. Before uploading or before sending report, right, it actually consent for you whether, because the file will be saved to your OneDrive. So it will ask whether you are allowed to save this file or not. If you allow it, then it will be posted that exports log file into your communicator bot application. Bot, you will be able to see that. See here, this is the export logs which was created. You can click on it and see download that particular zip file. So this is actually a zip folder. So the so they are not able to see it here, but you can download that particular zip folder, and you can see those logs. But if you don't consent to download or add the file to OneDrive, right, within 24 hours, so it will run some Azure function in the background, and it will cancel that consent. So that is the another thing for the export logs functionality of this company communicator one. So now the next step is like a admin teams microsoft.com. Let me go to admin.teams.microsoft.com. Our teams admin might have access, or global admin will have access to this portal. So under teams apps, right, you can go to setup policies. You will be able to see some global archived default policy. Usually this will be applied to organization users. So you can go to this policy, and you can add your company communicator under our installed apps, so that this particular bot will be installed for everyone in the organization. And whenever you send message to send to everyone, right, so that the bot will be pre-installed for all the users, and you will be able to send notifications to all the users. So this is the one easiest way to install the bot for everyone. But if you want to make appear in the left navigation of the teams, right, you need to add under pinned apps, so that you even though you don't add it under installed apps, if you add under pinned apps, that will be pre-installed, and it will be shown on the left navigation of the teams. So this is the easiest way to deploy the app for entire your organization users. And the third one is checking the details in the Azure resources. So if you go to Azure resource group and if you go to the storage account, all the communication details, all the user details will be actually saved into this particular storage account. So if you go to the storage explorer preview and clicking on tables, you will be able to see user data. To whomever the bot is installed, right? So all that users will be saved here. So for example, this is the one user installed AD conversation IDs, right? AD conversation IDs. You what to whomever the bot is installed, you will be able to see all the conversation ID details, AD ID, tenant ID. All those details will be saved into this particular table. And in the same way, if the bot is installed for any Teams channel, that information will be saved here. And notifications data, whether it is the draft notifications, right, or sent notifications, you will be able to see those details here. And the sent notifications data, you also whether it is a success, failure, 403 forbidden, all those details will be shown here. So if it seems you are seeing not able to send message to any one of the user, for example, for me it is failed, right? So it is showing 403 for user. So bot is disabled by admin. So this could be some permission policies for in the under Teams. So here in the Teams, right? If you go to permission policy, and let me go to the permission policy one. Here I selected allow specific apps and block others. So I allowed only this particular app, but company communicator is not allowed. So and this particular policy is applied for my other user to whom I am trying to send notification. So that is the reason it got failed to send notification. So you are able to see that particular reason here in this logs 403 forbidden and the reason of that message also, right? You can see those logs under sent notification data. So this is the way to analyze if the bot or application is failing to send notifications to different users. That's it about the overall functionality of the company communicator version 3. And I think one last point is like, for example, if you are trying to send message to users, if you are trying to send message to security group or anybody, right? And if the bot is not installed for user, but still application will be able to send messages because in the background Azure function will install the bot for the users and it will deploy the bot and it will able to get the conversation ID and save to database so that application will be able to send messages to those users. This is a proactively installed app, right? You are setting like a proactively install user app as a true. That means if the bot is not installed, it will install that app and it will send messages. And you will be able to see different values like allow tenants, other created apps. So in the initial step, we created while creating the deploying the Azure, right? We selected who can author or who can work as an author, who can send messages, right? This is the step to configure. You can update these values in case if you need to allow more users to work as authors. So that is the configuration values mainly saved here. So that's about the overall functionality of the company communicator. Thank you.